in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On play action, it's Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. On the ground, this is Woodhead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Woodhead. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Danny Woodhead punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, nope.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Kaepernick now on third and goal. This is Johnson. He's got it. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Here's Kaepernick.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Finding time. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Frank's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Hopping over the top. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's third down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brett. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Tomlinson, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And he's got it up and through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Kaepernick going to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.